And I almost like not to been here, but I am getting better. This was kind of a 2 month a 2 month recovery set by my pulmonologist. And she tried her best to work with it, and I did too by listening to her and trying to keep from ending up in the hospital. And it was just getting worse and worse and worse. So I took the time off of all of my social media platforms, trying to give the adequate, proper care that she needed me to give to myself because I just really wasn't healing right from May. And it was lingering and causing a lot of respiratory phantoms and a lot of respiratory stress and a lot of respiratory problems. And so, but they did. I didn't realize that it was all kind of seeming like it was surfacing from living in the apartments. Because remember, I've been bouncing from motel to apartments, and my doctor suggested that right now I may have to go back to a motel because that is where I'm able to stay without all these problems that seems to be trigger points for me. Every time I go to a motel, every time I go to an apartment, I have to deal with other people, other tenants that smoke cigarettes, that smoke weed, that, barbecue and all this, which is fine. This is what they do. I can't complain, but they don't know me and I don't know them. They don't know my medical condition. And, I'm on the second floor up a flight of stairs. And so they rarely see me because I'm always indoors fighting and fighting and fighting. But now, being here and coming here, I can tell you one thing: I feel 85% better, and my doctor is not sending me home until I am 95% better. And so they've been working with me and working with me, and he said if everything stays up like they wanted to, I can go home tomorrow, which is a good thing. But I've been through. Oh goodness! I just when I thought I had everything, everything's looking up. I can now do this. I can now, which is why I came back to YouTube to try to get some videos. Even though I didn't feel like it, I still try to throw them in there. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe this will pass. Maybe this too will pass. No, it was just lingering and lingering. One minute it'll heal up a little bit, then that'll last for about 3 or 4 days. Then it'll knock me back 2 or 3 days. Oh, you can't heal like that. I'm like, me and the doctor, we just came to that conscious decision. She's like, look, you may have to just go ahead and go to the emergency room. We were trying to do everything we could to keep you from going to the emergency room because you're going to be on all the medications that you already have at home. But there's something going on, and some type of virus, and it seemed like it's 3 different viruses. She was right. One of the viruses was the allergies. The other virus was the COPD, the respiratory acute failure part. And the other one, now they're finding out that it was the allergies back then to sinus, and I don't even have sinus. But under the contrary of how long the mucus was lingering on, yeah, it gave me sinus-like symptoms. So, oh God, I'm trying to talk really fast and I'm trying to do a kind of decent video. I don't want to hop off of here, but I know I can't really talk that long, but I'm trying to put my little works into it. You guys just bear with me, bear with me. I'm trying here. I'd just be so glad when this is all over with and I don't have to keep making these trips. And I think it's getting ready to be done with for once and for all, for sure. Yeah, not Shay, and that's a fact. And so, yes, I have my little plans that I'm going to be doing. I requested from them to be put back in pulmonary rehab. Pulmonary rehab is an exercise for uh, rehabilitation program that people with respiratory failure has to go in because they have to monitor you by staffing. You can't go to a gym or none of that stuff. You have to do it. It's a gym, but it's done through staffing where they're monitoring your heart rate, your oxygen level, your blood pressure, your pulsar stimulator. The pulsar stimulator is the oxygen. and to making sure that you're exercising the proper way for a person with a breathing problem so you can have a long, healthy life. And so when they took me out of it, I was going downhill from that. But you got to understand, I came from Health Net. Many of you probably won't know what Health Net Hills Physician is unless you're from California. I came from Health Net Hills Physician, uh, going to Missouri. And then coming back from Missouri, I tried to get back on Health Net. But when I ended up in Antioch, California, they did not offer Health Net, so it stuck me with Kaiser. And by me not going, ever being on Kaiser, and ended up on Kaiser, and heard so much about it. Huh?
Oh, sorry, I'm telling her. Julia. Yes. For IV.
I don't have an IV. Oh, you talking about this one?
Yeah, it might be that flush.
Yeah.
I was just telling her.
There's.
It's your patient, right? Oh.
We're just helping out.
No, my nurse went to go check on my prescription. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm doing a video, but I'm talking to another nurse. Yeah. Yeah. She'll be back up here shortly, but she just checked this, and she what do you guys do? You know, you put that water, the saline in there. She flushed it out.
Oh, but I think
Yeah.
you have an antibiotic going
Oh, okay.
right now, yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't. I wasn't even aware of that. But yeah, so trying to get back to where I was at with this. Um, I did a video live. Oh, I tried to come on here that same day, but I couldn't. I did it from the emergency room, and that was like 2 days 3 days when I first came in here, and so I'm just not getting to this one because it just got me stable enough to where I can talk without all the wheezing and huffing and puffing and coughing and gagging, and and that was some of the things that I was doing that took me off of my channels. I was coughing, choking, sneezing, gagging, and arcing up mucus. And you can't talk when you're doing all of that. You really can't. And if it wasn't that way, it was coming out the nostril. Oh my goodness, I'm just so happy that it's all over with. Now I got to rebuild myself from that point. Make sure I ground myself very perfectly well. Because see, now I got things that I think, God gave me that break for a reason. Because now everything is in His time, His timing, during His season. And because it's in God's timing, under His season, now everything's fixing to be swinging in a whole different direction for me and what I'm originally supposed to be doing and stuff. So I fear not what man could do to me, because man can only destroy the flesh, but God takes away the spirit and the flesh. So I definitely fear if I don't do what He has me to do. But I don't have to worry about being fearful of that, because I'm going to do, as I've always said, exactly what He wants me to do. It has been negative energy thrown out there in the universe toward me because of jealousy, evil lurkers, evil doers, and we have that all over. And you collectives can comprehend and relate to that. I'm trying to swing in a different direction because my challenge is it's okay to move into different perspectives and areas of it still lines up to you, and it still lines up to the Most High God. I couldn't believe some of the things that I was gathering information on from way before Christ in the true text of the Ethiopians, and why we never are spoken of women in the Bible. And why is it that they had to take Mary Magdalene underground to write? She wrote so many books. She was a true, strong warrior in the Word of God. But she taught from the both perspective. It is no religious outlet without spirituality. That's what they took out of the books. They did not want you to know about the spiritual side, lining up with the stars and the universe and how you truly worship them. Oh, I could go on with that, but I'm going to stop it right there, because you got these people that catch on to things that they want to hear, but not filtering in everything that you're saying. So I'm gonna leave that there. But you remember the last video I did, I said I have to be careful right now what I'm saying. And I do right now. But I do depend highly upon you guys to continue with the prayers, continue to catch up on that energy, because all that energy that you're feeling coming from my direction, yes, it's all me, and it's all the things that's been going on. This came from birth, and see, it didn't stop anything because it came from birth, because it started before I was delivered into this world. And now they think that it's just going to stop. It can't stop. You can't cut God off. How you gonna cut him off? He's he's over everything. He governs the whole universe. Or if you want to say the people, or you want to say the church, or whatever you wish to call it, or the Most High God. Because you got all these different religions, and they had to break them. They had to do them like that. I'm telling you, to keep everything that woman did hid. And every time she did something, it was rejected. And they tried to slander the heck out of her. But those people knew her love. They knew her passion. They knew her holiness. And they knew that she was noble. And you know, she demonstrated that the first day by the washing of the feet and the drying the feet off with her hair. So yeah, it's just so much. It's so much. And I can't wait to, the other channels ain't gonna get that because, they minute make channels. But YouTube, I can't wait. I can't wait to bring it. I really can't.
I'm gonna give you your heart medicine.
But I want to bring it that way. But I'm also trying to, and I couldn't do it. I'm trying to learn the cards too. But I couldn't do it because I was too sick. I couldn't even hardly see them. I couldn't. No, I was so discombobulated. But I'm getting better. That too shall come. Now I got to find my soul tribe on here, and so they can help me, because that's what you got your soul tribe for. But I think I have multiple soul tribes because I have multiple positions in calling. So I gotta find latch on to somebody here. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to come up. They just gave me something to try to bring this mucus up. So you're going to hear probably a lot of coughing now. And I didn't want to have to get up here like this, but I have no other choice. I don't want nobody to think that I'm not on my channel doing this and that. I'm just hopping on here when I feel like it. You see where I'm at. I'm in the hospital. And I'm not just hopping on a channel. This took almost 3 months of trying to keep from being in the hospital. Okay. Hold on a minute. This is my nurse. Let's see if she got the.
Yeah.
I don't think she found it. Is she trying to find that one medicine? I think it's the cough syrup or something. They're supposed to be filling it. I don't know. I gotta wait until she come back in here. But yeah, I'm trying to watch the time, the 13:47. I'm trying to get it at least up to 40. And I said I'm trying. It don't mean I'm gonna get it there, but I am trying. My hair is done. It's just up under this. This is my slogan. This is my little hat. The hat to recognize wisdom. That's all this is. And I'm finna slap it on here as the merch. This is my merch, a part of it. And it's the first merch that I received, other than, of course, the blessing oils, the holy water, and this. I got a lot of merch that I need to slap up here. They different kind of blessing oils and holy waters and spiritual, slayers, energy cleansers. I have to use things without that doesn't consist of the sage, and I used to love burning sage. I can't. No, not when you can't hardly breathe. Burn it, and then the candles. I gotta try to figure out how to do candles so I could use the allergy-based candles. with the smell goods. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah, that's what I do. It sounds complicated, but it's easy for me to do it. Anything that I choose to do is easy. And my eyes look funny. They look funny because they're beautiful, I must say. But they look funny because I really can't always see. I think it's the medicine. I'm looking 4D, 4D, 3D, 2D, 1D, 5, 6, 7. I see a whole bunch of fingers. There's a whole bunch of eyes staring at me, and they're only mine. So, yeah, I wanted to do this video with the guest. Sometime I can get the guests on here, and sometime I can't. So I'm like, last time I had some guests, I hit something and that was out of there. So I said, let me leave this alone. Let me just get on here and do a live. And if somebody jump up here, wonderful. If they don't, marvelous too, because it's not going to stop or slow down what the Most High has for me to say out of my mouth. It really isn't. I don't, I'm not a shy person. I was when I first started with the camera. But when it comes to what I got to say in reference to the Most High, I've never, ever been shy. Completely willing, open participant, riding on board his ship. You know what I'm saying? Doing what he guided and directed me to do, and no one else. Pleasing him all the way, and no one else. So, it was a big twist coming on before the camera talking to, I say the whole world, because I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to a lot of evil people too, because I could feel, I'm very clairvoyant, very, very, too clairvoyant. I wish I couldn't, sometimes I wish I didn't know what people think and read energy in that aspect like I do, and never seen them before just by their conversation or how they type in things in the inbox or making comments and this and that. I read energy. I've always read energy. Before I grew up into a teenager and a young woman and a mother and now a senior, I have always read energy. I have always seen the unforeseen. Those who are afterlife live among the afterlife. The darkness hanging from trees, setting all up on trees and the yards and the windows and this, that. I always have seen them. So, I'm quite different when it comes to that. And I remember growing up being petrified of them at first, but I had to find out why did I always see these things. And I had to grow out of the part of being petrified, because every time I seen them, it almost scared me to death. But at the same time, God allowed me to raise another day. So it was something he wanted me to see. That's how I looked at it. And then he had to cultivate me. He had to send me through the process of working with my light side and dark side to know how to operate with that. Then I also had learned from my mother at a very young age how to make medicines. My mom was a 100% Chata Indian, and she made a lot of medicines. She was known in the bayou as the medicine woman. A lot of people, and like everything else they don't understand, called a witch doctor, a voodoo lady, and this. She took the hex off of people. Do that sound like a voodoo doctor? Voodoo doctors put it on you, not take it off. She made up all kind of medicine. She is the only person right today has the cure for cancer. And that was, oh Lord, I remember they was trying to make the man tell him who healed him. And my mom told him not to never tell him, because her medicines was not for those that's got money. It was for those that didn't have no money. And those are the ones she was helping. And he never told. Took it to his grave. But, so, yes, I just got to get these right names for who I am now and who I will be becoming as He's bringing me into the elevation of the uh, the journey. Let me see, how would I call that? Um, I'm not where I used to be on the journey. I've made the moves. I'm like way up there now, on the journey. So I got to put those names in the right perspective of what I'm doing too. And that is why I need to relate with my soul tribe so they can help me to place everything where it ought to be. So when I am coming out here talking, I'll be more professional with it. I'll be talking what I know and not what I don't know. Well, I always talk what I know, but people find me very confusing because they can't relate. Well, I don't think they'll relate to me anyway. I think only the collectives are going to be the only ones. And I pray that collectives, you are not the only ones because this world's going to be in a lot of trouble if you are the only ones, because there should be a lot of people relating to this now. And, the gospel has not been preached all over the world because if you study taking it out of the text, and which is, well, every time you find them, you chop it off, how could it be preached? You put in what you want to put in there. Now you do the math. Is the Bible telling the truth or the Bible telling a lie? People, they do things all the time that they don't understand. And they think there's no consequences behind it after they did it. It's a terrible consequence. Playing with the word of God, playing with God and the things that He stands for. Terrible consequences. You got free will, but you ain't got. Let me tell you again. I'm going to say it again. You got free will, but you ain't got all that free will you think you got. That free will first comes under Him. By His authority are you given free will. And before that is His will. You need to overstand that and understand that, however they be saying it. You really do need to get that one right. It ain't understand. You better overstand and understand it. Because you need to know that. Your will ain't that free. How are you more powerful than the Creator? No way. It doesn't work like that, no. It don't. I wish to. Oh, God. I've been laying up here. I've been looking at my situation, my circumstances, my victory, and where I'm being led to. And, my circumstances and the situation, I had to kick them to the side. I couldn't deal with neither one of them because the circumstances doesn't even ride with the situation, and the situation definitely isn't a part of my journey. So I had to let both of them go, and so I'm free floating. I'm free floating with wings. If you understand me, I'm light as a feather. My conscience is cleared, so I'm healing quite rapidly now because I'm not healing me, He is. So it is what it is. It's all good. It is. But I tell you, coming in and out of the hospital, He's going to heal that too. And that prednisone just ripped my teeth out of my mouth. Just tearing them up. Right. It's the prednisone. Prednisone attack your muscles and your bones. You do have bones in your gums. All on this side, you can't hardly see them. And all on that side, at the top, they're just ripped out. And at the bottom, they store it in that way. And this, I don't know what it's going to do with that. So at first I wasn't trying to show it. I said, it ain't my fault it's looking like that. All I can do is get them fixed. But I've been too sick to even go to a dentist. I couldn't do anything. I almost couldn't make it from the living room where I sleep to the bathroom. It started being complicated. That's when you can't make it to the bathroom, or you can make it to the bathroom but can't make it back from the bathroom. That's when you have to call and go to the hospital because it could be a situation to where they won't get you on time. So you don't want that to happen. But yes, I've uh, I've been having a lot of problems trying to stay on these channels, trying to stay on top on the channels, trying to represent who I am, trying to work with so many of you and bringing you the true me, the aboriginal me, the chosen me, the one that stands up above all things and all the rest, the one that has powers in both of her hands, the right and the left, and filled with the anointing of the Holy Spirit from her head to her feet, the one that suppress it, the one that reduce it, the one that produce it, and the one that bring it. And very powerful. And there has never been a fear in none of those things. Because I know the weapons that's in my right hand, just like I know the weapons that are in my left hand. Never once have I used any of my powers here on earth, except for to lay hands on people and heal them. But now, it is time for me to use my powers. Because you got people that's really trying to take my life, don't know anything about me, trying to falsify statements on me, making up all kind of things, trying to make me out to be a bad person, a person that a person that I'm trying to think of bad things. I don't know bad things, but these people certainly can tell bad things about me. It's hard for me to think of bad things. I can't tell nobody about no bad things. I can only tell you about me, and all the things about me is good things. I don't steal. I don't lie. I don't believe that adults should lie. Once you become an adult, I think you should have gotten rid of all that childish stuff. You lie in first grade all the way to maybe the eighth or the ninth grade for some of you. Now, once you make it past that, you shouldn't be lying anymore. What for? What? Um, you want to rain on somebody else's parade when you're capable of getting your own parade. And you want to despise others when you're capable of doing what you see others. I don't see any sense in it. I've never saw any sense in it. And I guess I never will see any sense in it, but it definitely is out there. Now, I was one of those that uh, didn't want to see what I saw and thought I could see something different than what I saw. No, it is real. It's out there, and you can't change it. No, they don't want it changed. They're satisfied in those evil ways, and you got to show them that you're satisfied in your holy ways. That's what it is. That's what time it is. Yes, by any means necessary, whether it's the flipping of the cars, the dancing to the moon, the reading the astrology, the reading of the moon, the understanding the sun, understanding the crystals, the stone. You got to bring all of God. God is not just part. He's all of it. All of it. Can you imagine that? You only told about one specific part in the Bible, but he's all of it. That blew me away. I'm like, whoa, like my grandbaby, whoa, what is this? More meat for the ear. But I've always had a passion for Queen Bathsheba, but I couldn't understand why. And I've always had a passion for all the great women of the Bible, and I never could figure it out. Now I know why. Because they were very powerful women of the Bible. Very. And I could be an ancestor or reincarnation. Because I definitely believe in reincarnation of one of those spirits from Ethiopia, Egypt. You know, you got to understand Ethiopia and Egypt been shifted somehow. Ethiopia is not in Africa, not how we were taught to believe. Those maps was changed, and the people that would go down there mingling with the other people from Africa looking like people of color to bring them into captivity and shift them from one place to other. It's a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot. It is. But many of these things I've already knew, but I didn't get them out of a book. Now I actually see it in the book, so it helps me to bring it forth, because I never seen it in a book. I got it from the Most High God. He taught me everything that I needed to know. But now I can open up a book or pull up a book and deliver what I'm talking about. That's awesome. I needed to see something. I had to keep looking. I had to keep looking. Hell, it took me a long time to find it, but I found it. Yes. So now I got my hook. Now I need that niche, and now I need my merch, and now I'm good. I'm going up there. Beaming Scotty. Beaming high. Yes. Occur. Yes. Like the hawk. Dancing with an eagle. And the eagle catches him and just sweep him up there. Pull him up there. He can't even fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do I got maybe, I don't know how many minutes here. I'm trying to talk. I'm so excited, and at the same time, they're watching me on the monitor at the station, my heart and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm doing okay here. I am. I can't. I'm kind of dazed also because okay, who's this? Who's these people? Why is that door open? What in the world? What? They could have closed that door. They opened it, but they couldn't open it all the way because the lady got it partially locked.
Right.
Well, that's crazy. We can't get over there.
I don't know.
Yeah. Weird. Listening to this. Okay, come on in. Have a seat. Listening. Listening to what I'm saying. Isn't there some people all over the world listening to me? And all I'm doing is opening my mouth and he talking through it. That's all. That's all I can do. I don't know anything myself. I only know what he tell me to say. Or no. I ain't got no secrets, special forces or anything. I can only do what he allows me to do. So if I can only do what he allows me to do, how do you got free will? I ain't got no free will. Yeah, free will to do some things, but not everything. The free will is given by him. If he don't give it to you, you ain't got it. So people need to stop. Some of the stuff coming out of your mouth is just really twisted and it's confusing. And you can't be like that because you got people watching you from everywhere. And some people are a little bit slower than others. And some people are babies. And some people are in between learners. And some people up there higher than you. And you just don't never know who's listening to you. You got to be careful with them words coming out of your mouth. Because, people looking for something to blow you down, knock you down, slap you down, discredit you, disfigure you, discriminate against you, and everything else against you. They want you to look like the fraud that they are, and you can never be the fraud that they are, because you are the chosen. How could you be chosen and be a fraud? That doesn't work. It's got these little bumps from my eyes when they were itching. Little things was kind of like rocks, or that's what I call it. I kept feeling like something was in my eye, but it was from that. It's clearing up, but they really should have. It would have cleared up a lot faster and stuff if they'd have gave me the eye drops. I gotta buy me some dry eye. But I need that because mucus from your allergies get in your eyes too. I try telling that to them. But yeah, and also God forbid my sister. I love my sister dearly. I lost my sister. I lost my sister because they said that I couldn't care for her. I was too sick to care for her. I said, I've been sick ever since them people gave me my sister. I said, me and my sister help each other. I said, you cannot tell me that we do not have the right to gracefully live together and die of old age together. But I can't do anything about that right now. Yes, I'm ready for lunch too.
No, I don't have a number. Okay, I don't
But
remember, but it's gonna be warm.
I'm gonna have
Be
to.
back soon.
I was gonna try to
Thank you.
make this
You're
longer,
welcome.
but I do need to get off of here to eat lunch. So let me just get off of here and peace, love, and light to each and every one of you. And I'm hoping you get something out of the video, and I'll try and come back up here to do another live, but I'm not gonna promise because I do need to put some videos out there too. And so you guys don't think that I'm just hopping around from, no, I'm loving being on my channel. I came out strong on my channel. I'm getting ready to get back to my channel, but all of my stuff, it got stolen, it got taken from me. I got to get everything all over again. So since I don't have anything but a phone, I'm back to low. I never had to record it on the phone like this. I had everything that I needed. I'm not gonna lie. I had the phone ring, the ring that you set up for recording while you're moving, walking. I even graduated to the motion ring. I have nothing now, nothing, not even clothes, barely, but that's all right. It's coming. It is, and I'm gonna try to stay on here until she come back around that corner, because I am trying to make it to at least 40. If I can't make it to 45, that's close enough. And then I feel tired because I had to take some sleeping medicine to go to sleep last night. Because sometimes prednisone will keep you up too, and it's hard to go to sleep. So anyway, I was able to go to sleep. I slept good, but it's just still in my system because I don't take sleeping medicine. That melatonin seems to be. They got melatonin for babies, melatonin for little kids, melatonin for teenagers, and melatonin for adults and seniors. Come on now, y'all done went crazy with the melatonin. Well, melatonin. Uh, I'm telling you, I am updating my wardrobe though. I got my hair done. I don't like wearing gel. I don't like that stuff slicking on my head. But I know how to style my hair. My hair looks cute. It does. And I know how to put my makeup on. I never even made it to get my nails done. Oh, this the thing. Good thing that this nail was short, because they can't read long fingernails and with the nail polish on them. Yeah, yeah, and I need this. It's the oxygen reader. Yeah. So yeah, it's coming along. It is. And yeah, I know I look sad in my eyes. That they just droopy like that. They've always been like that. I'm not sad. Now I'm too happy. The spirits keep me wellly entertained. Trust me. I am far from being. I entertain people. I uplift spirits. That's what I am. I'm an entertainer to uplift spirits and let people know it's okay. It's all right that you fail. Get back up and try it again. You'll succeed. The worst thing you can do is fall and stay there. It's better to fall and get back up than to fall and lay there. It's better to have died for a cause than to die without a cause. Yes, it is. And I don't know, to all you collectives out there, um, I send shouts out to you all. And there's a lot of collectives out there. I don't even think they know that they collectives too. I've been watching them. I'm always watching everybody, but there is a lot of collectives that don't know they collectives on channels. So I am afraid that this might touch somebody. Are you ready? Okay. Yeah. No, this is good. Okay, you guys, I got to get off of here. Peace, love, and light to you. And I love you unconditional, just not in the bed. You know that. All right, then. I love you. Bye. Chump. Shalom. Okay. Why am I still on here?